I thought we played at the level of intensity that we needed to. At least we didn't get off to the greatest start, but when the second unit came in, they changed the game for us in the second half, and all of those guys were just excellent. They really were. Jabari had some big minutes. Tumani, obviously Malcolm too. Rob. I mean, they were just really good, and they just fought, and got us back in it. And come to halftime, I thought we kind of lost a little bit of traction, obviously, at the end of the first half. And B got after that technical that he got very aggressive. And, he was scoring and getting fouled before we even got a double team over there to him. But we really got hurt, I thought, on that stretch on the offensive glass. We gave up a couple offensive rebounds, and they ended up getting fouled. Now they slow the game down, and they get free throws. So we lost a little bit of traction there. And then second half, not much at all went well for us.
You had mentioned after the last game that, that playing well, but then they might have a stretch of like 2 or 3 minutes where they lose it. And it seemed like in the end of the first half tonight, kind of the same idea, that it seemed to be going well until about 2 or 3 minutes left there.
Yeah, and look, our defense, we play pretty good. I mean, you run into a guy like Embiid, who was the MVP of the league last year, and he has a night, going. And then you have other guys get going. Tobias got going. Maxey, we talked about him before the game. They all kind of really got going. But it was all off of Joel's activity and his aggressiveness. And then we've struggled to score. We just have. We've struggled to kind of make shots. So when those things add up at the same time, it makes it tough.
Blazers fans love guys that give extra effort. It seemed as though Tumani was a part of a span there where he was part of every play.
Yeah.
What did you like about what you saw from him tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about him. That's just kind of what he does. It's who he is. I mean, he's just he's a gritty player that is he's never going to stop playing hard. And it doesn't matter the score, the opponent, who he's playing against, what time of the game, he's going to scrap. And that's what our guys love about him. That's what our staff, we love about him. And that's how he's going to make his name in this league and in the NBA. And because of that, he's going to find himself having a really, really fine career.
Kind of the same idea with Jabari tonight. I thought that he really looked good tonight. I think 4 steals. He was the only guy that had a positive plus-minus. Like he really gave you something.
And we can. This is like a broke clock with Bari too. Bari is always out there scrapping. He's competing. And it's just like when those two dudes are out there, it's a noticeable difference for us in our competition level and in our 50-50 balls. And, those moments, they pick up for us, And, my challenge is we got to get our starters to play as hard as those guys do. Not to say that our starters aren't playing hard, but that's a different level of hard, And for us, that's how we have to be.
Attribute that to? Because, I mean, they're both young players, so I think that's part of it. In some respects, they may be competing against each other a little bit for minutes, or at least trying to earn those minutes.
Yeah.
What would you kind of put that level at? Because it seems like they are bringing a little something more right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're young, and, they're trying to find, their way in the league. Obviously our starters are set and settled and have been in the league for a while, and they have their reputations. I think when you're a young player in the league, you gotta hang your hat on something and try to do it better than anybody else. I've always thought that, like, if you're one of those young guys on the team, what are you gonna do that nobody else is doing? And then put pressure on the head coach to do something to make sure he has to keep you on the floor. That's a young player's job, and I think Jabari and Tumani are doing an excellent job of that. Every time they get a chance, they make it count.
During that span in the second quarter where everything was kind of going your guys' way, it was defense leading to offense. Is that kind of the style of play that you'd like to see more consistently? Is that what you envision this team doing?
Yeah, in particular right now, we have to. With our best player, Ant, being out, that's 25 points a game, and 6 or 7, 8 assists. So we have to do it collectively right now and try to turn whether second chance points, offensive rebounds into points, or turnovers into points. We got to find those are the best ways to score kind of easy because scoring is not coming very easy to us right now as we're getting to know each other. And, you know, that's just kind of what we have to do.